Hello, I'm Scott Chait from Corent Technology, and I'm going to talk today about accelerating the SaaS journey using our product SaaSOps. SaaSOps is the next-gen plug-and-play SaaS delivery automation platform. Within days and without coding, SaaSOps enables you to transform a non-SaaS application into a highly automated SaaS. You can also elevate existing SaaS applications to next-gen SaaS 2.0. This can result in saving months to years of coding and ongoing maintenance. Do you know there's a difference between being a software vendor and becoming a SaaS provider? Software vendors develop applications, but to become SaaS providers, they need to add extra capabilities. Those capabilities are the SaaS operations that allow them to deliver their software as a service. SaaSOps offers all of the extra capabilities SaaS providers need to deliver their SaaS efficiently, cost-effectively, and in an automated fashion. SaaSOps adds the three pillars of SaaS to your software application without changes to your code: tenancy management, operations management, and commercial management. Cloud marketplace listings are a start. They provide marketing exposure and the ability to bill to the subscriber's cloud account. But to actually have a SaaS application, you need the ability to register those subscribers, provision the necessary resources, configure their access, communicate with the subscribers, handle all the subscriber lifecycle events like onboarding, suspension, unsubscribing, upgrading, all the other events that happen in a lifecycle of a tenant, and to be able to provide all that as a self-service access for your subscribers. These functions are all provided by SaaSOps, and many more. In today's presentation roadmap, I'm going to walk you through the three basic areas of SaaSOps: how to enable making your software SaaS, how to operate as a SaaS provider in business management, and how a subscriber sees it, the tenant self-service experience. Let's get started. Enable making your software SaaS. This can happen in some applications in as little as an hour, or for some applications it may take a few days. What are the requirements for SaaSification? Well, your software has to run on the cloud, and it has to run on your cloud. The subscribers don't need to install or operate it. They simply use it. Any application that can run on the cloud, we can make into SaaS. It can be server-based or containerized architecture. And it can be single or multi-tenant architecture. We can work with either. The first steps to make a software application into SaaS is to connect and assess. This is where you connect SaaSOps to the software and allow software to scan that application to get the cloud deployment options that it needs and to install the agent that will allow it to communicate with that software. To start the SaaSification process, we go through what we call a acquire new deployment, where we point it at the production instance of the application and start the process. One of the early things that you need to do in the process is determine the tenancy model that you're going to use. We can work with either an application as a single tenant, where every subscriber gets their own set of infrastructure and application instance, or an application if it's already multi-tenant. We can work with those applications and provision the individual subscribers onto that multi-tenant instance. Then there are a number of steps we go through for generating blueprints and configuration variants, creating snapshots, adding the scripts and configuration files for the setup, and setup details for tenant access, and the tenant lifecycle plugins, which perform the actions to onboard new tenants and do other lifecycle events like upgrade or unsubscribe. Then, of course, there's the setup of the operational aspects and the commercial aspects. We're using here an application called AutoTicket from our customer MultiSaaS that allowed us to showcase this example. One of the key steps is defining the subscription plans. SaaSOps has an interface to do this where you define the subscription plan name and its description. You select if it's to be published on AWS Marketplace or your own website. You define whether it's public or private, set an active date and a deployment version that's going to be used for this subscription. And then set the pricing and trial details. If you're going to have a trial, you can also set prices for ongoing prices, and there's an option for pricing for metered data. If you're using metered data, you're going to configure the monitoring metering. These are defining the metered components, which might be things like number of users or number of transactional events of some sort that go on in your application. And you can manage all of those as metered events that then are charged a certain price per event or per number of events. And this is added into the ongoing bill for the customer's invoice. There are a number of email communications templates that can be customized. You can customize and brand email templates. These can go to various people in the organization automatically, as well as to their tenants, and they can be made to have your brand with rich HTML text email. They can come from your own email domain so that the customers are confident that they've purchased and are communicating with the vendor that they're dealing with. You have the complete ability to customize a registration template with about 20 different standard fields. Any of those fields can be made mandatory or change the order. They're the usual things like company name, address, and other information, but you can also create custom fields if you need to collect information that is specific to your application. Right? There are other customizations you can make about the notices that they get as the process is happening. In no time, your software is SaaSified. The second aspect of SaaSOps is the operations. SaaS providers, you need to be able to manage your SaaS operations, and you want to do that in a fully automated fashion. SaaSOps is the SaaS provider's operations portal. It provides tenant management, operations, and continuous evolution of your application. As a SaaS provider, you can log on to your custom branded SaaSOps portal. See here the portal for multi-SaaS. And then manage your tenants, where you get to see all the tenants that are listed, and it shows you where they're subscribed from, which subscription they're subscribed to, and their current status and other information. You can customize and review tenant reports. Those reports can be for stream data, cost, metering, audits, invoice summaries, transaction reports, and tenant subscription details. You can manage your subscriptions. They're listed here and can be set up as many as you need. You can view your SaaS application business information to see what your tenant metrics are, where your tenants are geographically. You can view your SaaS application environment, your cloud account overview, your monitored deployments, and their quantization rules for your metering, as well as information about your virtual machines and machine cost. You can review your cloud infrastructure, look at some cost analysis, and get some reports on potential savings. You can analyze cloud resource usage, monitor SaaS application environment, and see trends that are happening with CPU or used RAM or other factors that you want to measure. You can do this for one or more SaaS applications. You can see here we have several listed here. You can actually have more than one application that you're selling. You can manage variations of applications deployments if you have two different versions of an application that you need to make available for some of your subscribers. And you can look at the decision-driven options for modernizing SaaS applications, whether that's data center migration, re-architectures and deployment, PaaS shift, hybrid shift, or even containerization. There are modernization advisories and automated migration capabilities that you can use for planning and design, and you can even execute some of these modernizations automatically. You can automate modernizing to containers. You can get advisories about whether your application can be moved to a container, identify and assess, and then execute that modernization. You can automate modernizing to PaaS. You can get advisories about which of your databases could be done as a PaaS service, for instance, and identify that, and then execute that modernization. There's also automated infrastructure optimization, FinOps, and optimization of the SaaS infrastructure. You can look at some performance optimization data to see when and where your application infrastructure is being heavily used or underutilized. So you have a complete SaaS business management all in one portal. Your SaaS subscriber experience is easy self-service onboarding with a branded customer experience. A showcase customer example is MultiSaaS. It's one of our customers giving us permission to use their application as a showcase. Their auto ticket application enables organizations to create, organize, and share information via a ticketing system. It's often used for support tickets. You can try this out at autoticketos.com for more information. For example, on their website, you can find their auto ticket plans are available, and you can buy it from there. If you do that, you actually get to use the credit card interface mechanism that allows you to pay by credit card or request an invoice to be paid later. This uses the Stripe billing and payment interface. Or if you like, you can look at AWS Marketplace and find Auto Ticket, and Auto Ticket is available there. You can see all the pricing information, and you can see in their pricing information that they have 3 different plans: a starter, a standard, and an ultimate plan. And they also have usage-based pricing set up for those plans with certain amounts included with each plan and cost per usage added on top of that. The customer subscribes to Auto Ticket on AWS Marketplace. It's the usual way they do that. Set up the contract, choose whether or not they're going to auto-renew, and then confirm their request. This sets it up so that now AWS will be able to bill that customer monthly against that customer's AWS cloud account, and then sends the money on to the SaaS provider. At this point, SaaSOps takes over and shows you the registration screen where we can collect the information that you want to gather from your new subscriber. They can fill in the form, and then they get the page that says their subscription was successful, what they were going to expect next, which is basically that they're going to get a link to the company's application site as well as a temporary username and password to start with, and the URL that will be sent to them by email shortly. The subscriber receives a custom email from AutoTicket with the SaaS access details. You can see this is the format of the email, has the URL and the default password there. And you can customize this to look however you like. Then, to make this really self-service, subscribers also have access to a self-service portal. This self-service portal allows them to update their tenant profile information, the things they said when they were registering. They can review invoices, and they can upgrade their subscription from the basic plan to the premium plan. They can update their credit card information and manage the users for their SaaSOps portal. This is all helps make the self-service aspect of SaaS a reality. So, in summary, SaaSOps provides a branded self-service subscription management experience. SaaSOps, the rapid SaaS enablement and operations automation platform. And as we saw here, we were able to enable, quickly made software into SaaS, operate, provided a comprehensive management of the SaaS operations, and delivered an easy self-service onboarding process for subscribers. The choice is yours. You can build it all yourself or use SaaSOps. Thank you.